She was referred to as the Queen of Tejano music. She was one of the most celebrated Mexican-American entertainers in the world. But sadly, she was shot and killed. Was it an accident or was it murder? Let's find out right now. Happy Frightful Friday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and you're ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And today we are celebrating not one, but two things. Today is my 75th video. Yes, my 75th video. I am overjoyed. I'm over the moon excited. And I'm especially excited to be sitting here with y'all tonight. Another thing we are celebrating today is my birthday. Yes, it is my birthday today. And I am so beyond excited to be spending tonight with y'all. And as always, I want to know, are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Are you going for brisk 20, 30-minute walks every day? Are you getting those exercises in? Remember, just a quick 20, 30-minute walk will make you have an amazing day, especially first thing in the morning. Get those endorphins way up, and you are going to feel amazing throughout the entire day. And today, we're going to be discussing our Hollywood tragedies. And today we're going to be discussing someone that was taken from us way too soon. And she impacted the entire world with her wonderful music. Today we are going to be discussing a singer that I'm a huge fan of. She is absolutely adored by the entire world. She was an amazing singer and performer, and everyone loved her. Yes, today we are going to be discussing Selena Quintanilla Perez. Selena was born on April 16, 1971 in Lake Jackson, Texas to her parents, Abraham and Marcella Quintanilla. Abraham was a singer himself. Selena had two older siblings, Suzette and her older brother, Abraham III. When Selena was only 6 years old, Abraham noticed that her singing was amazing. He noticed her musical abilities when she sang. He said her timing was perfect, her pitch was perfect. He noticed it from day one. In 1980, Abraham and the family purchased a restaurant and they named it Papagayos. Selena, who was a singer, her sister Suzette, who was on the drums, and her brother Abraham was on the bass guitar, they would perform at the restaurant, and they named the band Selena y los Dinos. The kids loved performing at the family restaurant. Sadly, just a year after the restaurant opened, the restaurant was closed. Selena and her family were evicted from their home and moved to Corpus Christi, Texas to stay with family. Selena's father, Abraham, was now managing his children's band, and he loved being around his family 24/7. The family started performing for weddings, on street corners, and at fairs just to earn enough money to live. The family was going through a lot right now, but Selena always had a smile on her face and loved performing for her family as well as her fans. Selena grew very popular and had a very demanding schedule. So in the 8th grade, her father decided to take her out of school and begin homeschooling her. At the age of 17, Selena graduated from high school and then enrolled in Pacific Western University, majoring in business. Around this time, the family purchased an old tour bus that they refurbished and named it Big Bertha. The family sang for food and rarely had money to gas up the tour bus, but they loved singing. In 1984, Selena released her first album. She was so excited. She loved touring with her band, Selena y los Dinos. And around this time, Selena began singing in Spanish. Even though Selena spoke English, her father guided her and all her songs were in Spanish. She was extremely popular. And Promoters often told Abraham, Selena's father, that she would never make it in the Tiana world because Selena was a woman in a genre dominated by a man. But Selena was doing her thing and recorded 5 more albums by 1988, even winning Female Vocalist of the Year 8 years in a row. Selena was doing her thing, y'all. She was moving up and down that ladder so quick. She loved performing with her band, and she was the sweetest and most loving Texas girl. Selena was the perfect performer. She embraced her fans. Her fans loved her dearly. And if you watch the movie with Jennifer Lopez, Selena was always making her fans feel like she was singing directly to them. She had a gift, and she took that gift and ran with it. She was an amazing singer, but she was a more amazing person by captivating her audience. Y'all, people were calling Selena the next Gloria Estefan. How exciting is that, to be called the next Gloria Estefan, who was huge and an amazing singer in her own right? Selena loved being called the next Gloria. And on October 17th, 1989, Selena released her first self-titled album. She was very excited at this point. Around this time, Coca-Cola approached Selena about being their spokesperson in Texas. And Selena accepted the offer, and she was promoting Coca-Cola all around Texas. And I'm going to pause right there and tell y'all, besides water, because remember, water is always number one, my favorite drink is Coca-Cola. I love to drink Coke. Oh my gosh, y'all don't understand. If I could, I would be addicted to drinking Coke. It's so yummy. And Selena was promoting Coke, and she was drinking it as well. The band hired Chris Perez to be their lead guitarist, and Chris started developing feelings for Selena, but who wouldn't? Selena and Chris discussed their feelings over pizza at the local Pizza Hut. And I'm sure y'all are all wondering, Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut's a restaurant that you can sit at and talk at? Yes, y'all. A long time ago in the 80s and 90s, I remember this back in the 90s, you can go to Pizza Hut and they had booths. It was a buffet. There was a waitress, these huge red cups, which I love, the huge plastic red cups. And you could sit down and eat at Pizza Hut. And while they were there, Selena and Chris discussed their feelings for each other. The couple began dating, but they hid the relationship from the family, especially Abraham, Selena's father, due to the fear that he was going to break up the couple. Abraham, which is totally understandable, Abraham feared that if Selena was in a relationship, that the band would break up and Selena would focus more on her new boyfriend than the band. Abraham had built this band up since the kids were little. No one was going to come in and destroy his family or his band. So Selena kept everything quiet while she kept developing feelings for Chris Perez. At the same time, Selena, along with Chris and her band, Selena y Los Dinos, were touring all over the world. And Selena was so very excited and in love with Chris Perez. She loved entertaining for all of her fans. In 1990, Selena released her second album, which was certified platinum in Mexico. She sold hundreds of thousands of records and was very excited. In 1991, a registered nurse by the name of Yolanda Saldivar approached Abraham and wanted to start a fan club in San Antonio. Abraham approved Yolanda's request to start a fan club, thinking that it would give more exposure to the band. And around this time, Yolanda became very close to the family and Selena as well. Suzette, Selena's older sister, caught Selena and Chris flirting and informed Abraham about their relationship. Abraham was livid. He was enraged. He was so upset that Selena and Chris were still in a relationship. Abraham pulled over the tour bus. He got off that tour bus and told Selena and Chris, this relationship is over. It was even said that he called Chris cancer to his family. He did not want Chris Perez to come in and wreck everything. Chris Perez expressed his love for Selena and said he had a lot of respect for Selena and her family and didn't want to wreck anything. He just wanted to be with Selena. Selena's father said, of course you want to be with Selena. She's beautiful, she's successful, she's a wonderful girl. But Chris Perez wanted to be with Selena for her, for who she was inside. And Selena even expressed that to her father and told her father that. She told her father, he doesn't care about my looks, my money, my success. All Chris cared about in Selena's eyes was the real Selena, the Selena inside. Abraham fired Chris Perez and said, get off of my tour bus. I want nothing to do with you. And even threatened to disband the group if Selena and Chris continued seeing each other. Selena did not want to stop seeing Chris Perez. And on April 2nd, 1992, Selena and Chris Perez eloped. Selena at this point said to herself, if I elope, my father has to accept our relationship. Selena wanted to be with Chris more than ever. Yes, she was only 20 years old, but Selena wanted to have a relationship and marriage with Chris Perez, and she didn't care what her father thought. All she knew was that she was in love and wanted to fulfill her relationship with Chris. And it was also said that Selena's mother, Marcelo, approved of their relationship. But how many mothers do that? I know as a mother, you always want to approve your relationship with your daughter. Sons are different because sons are mommy's boys. I don't know. I don't have a son. I have little girls. But the mommies always want to see their daughters happy with their new boyfriends. But it's harder for a father. And Selena was the baby. And Selena was very successful and loving and sweet. And Abraham didn't want anything to come in the way of Selena and his relationship. But Selena knew that her father was going to eventually have to accept her marriage with Chris Perez. Within hours of the marriage, the media announced the news all over the world. Everyone knew about the marriage. Selena's family was looking for it, but she wanted to give her family some time to accept the marriage. Abraham, Selena's father, eventually accepted the marriage and realized that he had to take in his new son-in-law to be in a relationship with his daughter. He apologized to Chris, hired Chris back, and the family started touring again. They were one big happy family. In 1992, Selena released her third album, which was acclaimed to be her breakthrough album. It had amazing songs on it and was certified 10 times platinum. Around this time, Selena was booked for a high-profile border press tour, a meet and greet with the press. Everyone was very worried and scared because Selena's Spanish wasn't fluid, and they were worried that the Spanish media was going to eat Selena alive, but they didn't. Everyone accepted Selena, including the Spanish media in Monterrey, Mexico. Selena captivated their hearts. She won them over, and everyone loved her. Selena had the best songs in her album. And in 1993, her song, which is my personal favorite, Come On La Flor, was nominated for Song of the Year. And in 1994, Selena won her very first Grammy with her album, Selena Live, which was Album of the Year. How exciting was that? At only 23 years old, Selena had her very first Grammy. She loved performing. She loved her fans. She loved singing with her band, Selena y Los Dinos. She loved writing music. She loved performing. She loved entertaining. And Selena was on her way to the top to be a huge rising star, even coming out with a crossover album. Selena was going to be #1 in the world for as long as she could. But she was not only an artist, she was a very sweet and loving girl who loved her husband, her family, and of course, all of her fans. Being a singer and performer wasn't enough for Selena. She wanted more out of her life. And in 1994, Selena started designing her own clothing line. Y'all, Selena's outfits and costumes were amazing. I'm going to put some pictures to show y'all what an amazing and talented designer Selena was. In 1994, Selena opened up 2 boutiques, naming them Selena, etc. They were both equipped with full in-house beauty salons. One was in Corpus Christi, one was in San Antonio. She loved designing clothing. Who was the manager for these 2 boutiques? None other than close friend of the family, Yolanda Saldivar. Yolanda was very trusting and very loving, and Selena thought she was going to be the perfect match to manage both boutiques. Around this time, Selena decided to do a fashion show on December 3rd, 1994, to show everyone her clothing line, as well as performing for her fans and the audience. And in February of 1995, Selena had a breakthrough sold-out concert at the Houston Astrodome in that famous purple costume. Selena looked absolutely stunning in the costume, and it's very well known all around the world today. Selena wore that outfit and captivated an entire audience at the Houston Astrodome. And when I saw the videos of the concert, y'all, that Astrodome was full of people. Selena was so loved and adored by all of her fans. And around this time, Selena was working on her crossover tour with several amazing songs in the English language, including Dreaming of You and I Could Fall in Love. I'm sorry I'm getting choked up. I'm a huge fan of Selena. And when she sang those songs, it sounded like she was singing directly to us. Selena was an amazing artist. Around this time, the boutique started suffering. Both locations started suffering. And around this time, Selena was negotiating other store openings in Monterrey, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. Selena realized her boutiques were suffering due to the decreased loss of employees. But why were all the employees leaving Selena's boutiques? According to Abraham, Selena's father, Yolanda would just fire people. If she didn't like you, she would fire you. It didn't matter if everyone else liked you. If Yolanda did not want you around, you were going to be fired. Abraham presented Selena with these claims and told Selena that he did not believe that Yolanda was a good influence. Selena dismissed the claims and said that she loved Yolanda, but Selena was very trusting and didn't want anything to go wrong between her and Yolanda or her and the boutiques. Several employees told Abraham and others that Yolanda was severely obsessed with Selena, had posters of Selena everywhere at her house, and adored Selena. And people thought it was becoming a dangerous obsession with Selena and Yolanda. And around January of 1995, fans contacted Abraham stating that they had sent their money to the fan club and never received anything back. Abraham was very confused, started looking into all of this. That is when he found that Yolanda was embezzling over $30,000 from both the fan club and the boutiques. This is why Selena's boutiques were suffering due to loss of employees and Yolanda stealing a lot of the money. One night, Abraham, Selena, and Suzette, Selena's sister, confronted Yolanda with the claims and told Yolanda that she was no longer going to be working for Selena. They informed Yolanda that she would have to provide the documents or they were going to call the police. Abraham, Selena, and Suzette wanted to know where the money was and why was it missing. But Yolanda said she had nothing to do with any of it, that none of this was true, and she never took a thing from Selena, that she loved Selena and adored Selena and would never steal from her. Abraham did not believe Yolanda, but Selena wanted to keep a relationship with Yolanda because it was said that Yolanda had all these connections in Mexico that Selena needed. And Yolanda had very important documents that Selena needed as well, such as tax documents, bank records, financial records. So Selena wanted to keep Yolanda around to retrieve all of those records. But Yolanda would delay giving all of these records to Selena. And on a March night, Yolanda claims that she was assaulted in Mexico. She called up Selena and told Selena about their assault. Selena then brought Yolanda to the hospital to get her checked out. Several people said that that was all a lie, that Yolanda was not assaulted, that Yolanda was trying to get closer to Selena and was trying to make Selena feel sorry for her so she did not have to produce all of these records, and that Selena would not fire her. She wanted to keep a relationship with Selena. But Selena started to feel very uneasy around Yolanda. And this is when Selena started to realize something wasn't right with Yolanda, and she believed that Yolanda was not telling the truth. In the meantime, Yolanda purchased a gun due to her fear of Abraham, Selena's father. Yolanda stated that Abraham was threatening her life, so she purchased a gun for her safety. On the day of March 31st, 1995, Selena was set to meet Yolanda at the Days Inn in Corpus Christi to retrieve the financial documents. But sadly, on this day, Yolanda pulled out her gun and shot Selena in the lower right shoulder, severing an artery, causing severe blood loss. It was said Selena ran out of the room with a 392-foot trail of blood following her all the way to the lobby. A bystander said that Yolanda chased after Selena and called her a bitch, maybe trying to shoot her again. Yolanda then tries to leave and flees to her truck, but is caught by police. Yolanda stayed in her truck. While police called the ambulance arrived, brought Selena to Corpus Christi Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Everyone was sad and devastated over Selena's passing. Yolanda barricaded herself in her vehicle for 9.5 hours, threatening to take her own life. Finally, Yolanda surrendered to the police after almost 10 hours and was arrested for the murder of Selena. Everyone held vigils all over the world in honor of Selena. All of her fans were devastated for the loss of Selena. Selena had a huge impact in the world. Everyone loved Selena and was sad over her passing. Selena Quintanilla Perez was only 23 years old when her life was taken. Sadly, it was taken by Yolanda. Yolanda claims that the shooting was an accident. Yolanda claims that she was maybe talking about taking her own life, and Selena was trying to stop her, but she told Selena to get out of the room. And when she pointed the gun for Selena to leave, to get out of the room, the gun went off and accidentally shot Selena. No one believed that, including the jury. And in October of 1995, the jury convicted Yolanda of murder, sentenced her to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 30 years in 2025, which is next year. Could Yolanda get out of jail? My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, I do not believe Yolanda for a second. I do believe that Yolanda shot Selena on purpose. I do believe that Yolanda wanted Selena dead because Selena no longer wanted Yolanda in her life. Yolanda knew the gig was up. Selena was firing her. Abraham was onto her. The cops were about to be called for all these missing financial documents and all this embezzling of money. Yolanda knew she was going down, and Selena wanted nothing to do with her. And as we all know, Yolanda was severely obsessed with Selena. It was said she had a very dangerous obsession with Selena. So if Selena wanted Yolanda out of her life, that was going to put a big void in Yolanda's life. But I always question this. Why would Yolanda want to hurt someone that she loved? If she claimed she had all of this love for Selena and she wanted the best for Selena, why would she murder her? Why would she want to take her life? And out of all the research that I've done about Yolanda didn't really have that many friends. And Yolanda put all her time and effort into Selena. And when that friendship was going to end, she knew that she was going to have hardly anyone left. And her whole life had became Selena. So how was she going to go on with her life without Selena in it? But to take someone's life is a horrible thing to do. No one has the right to take someone else's life. Selena was only 23 years old and had her whole life ahead of her. She was negotiating contracts in Mexico and Puerto Rico for new locations for her boutique. She was going to be world known. She loved designing clothing. She loved singing. She loved performing. And mostly she adored her fans. And on April 16th, 1971, Selena was born. And in Texas, the governor at the time, George Bush, declared this day as Selena Day in Texas. Selena loved her fans, she loved her family, and she loved her friends. And who knows what could have came out of Selena. Her album, her English album, was absolutely amazing. Her songs on that album, which I still have the album on a CD, showing my age, and on iTunes. I absolutely adore the song I Could Fall in Love and Dreaming of You. And Selena was going to climb to the top in America and all over the world, and she knew it. She loved doing what she was doing, but sadly, she was taken. And I just want to tell y'all that I adore Selena. And that is today why I have my bun and my hoop earrings in honor of Selena. I love Selena's style, and she was perfect. Selena was absolutely perfect, but she was sadly taken from us. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you love Selena as much as I do, and we keep her memory alive. And as always, my heart goes out to Selena's family, friends, especially her family and her husband, who absolutely adored her. I always tell y'all to be safe, always be aware of your surroundings, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on the notification bell so you never miss a video from me and Marie. And as always, thank you all very much. I couldn't do this without you. And for you, I am truly grateful. And as always, I love you all. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.